hands of clinicians, particularly local clinicians. So take the local doctor working in, say, Devon. She knows there are a few elderly ladies living in the village who have dementia. She also knows that, as often happens, they might forget to drink enough water, so they get dehydrated, they get urinary tract infections, and they end up in hospital where they get worse. But once she, as the GP, has got control over the budgets, she'll be in a better position to prevent that, to hire, for instance, local nurses to go into their homes and check that they're getting enough fluids. This is what we want more of: more thoughtfulness, more community care, more independence. But of course there will be times when hospital is the only option. That's why the other resolution we've got to make is that care in hospitals and care homes must get much, much better. The most important things in the NHS are not the structures or the systems. They're kindness, care, gentleness, nurses taking the time to chat to people, reassure them, ease their distress, making sure they have enough to eat and drink. Every single patient with dementia has the right to be treated with that dignity and respect. Now, we all know the best hospitals are already doing this, but the rest badly need to catch up. One of the ways we'll make that happen is through getting the incentives right and rewarding hospitals for providing good dementia care. So from next month, April 2012, there'll be £54 million of funding on top of the normal tariff to encourage hospitals to get to grips with dementia. In the first year, that money, the so-called sequin payments, will be there for those who assess over 75-year-olds admitted to hospital to check for signs of dementia. This isn't some box-ticking exercise. It's about actively trying to pick up people who may not realise they have dementia so they can be referred for proper diagnosis. That's the raising awareness stage. Then from next year, we'll be at the raising the standards stage. The sequin payments will only go to those hospitals that show they're really stepping up to the plate on the quality of their dementia care. Now, that might be proper dementia training for nurses, or dementia-friendly wards with clearer signs and lights that are bright enough to make things less disorientating. This is what our NHS has got to be: an institution that rewards excellence, that expects the very best, as though it were our own mother or father right there in the ward. But without doubt, one of the biggest things we've got to get right in our public services is social care. The overwhelming complaint you hear today, and I hear it as a constituency MP, is helplessness. People given little or no choice about the care they can get at home. They're in the dark often about what lies in the future in terms of care homes. And of course, there's that real worry of losing control of the finances, even losing the home that you've worked so hard for, in order to pay the care home fees. Now, on the financial point,